Hurricane Ida made landfall in the U.S. nearly a month ago, but thousands of people are still without power and running water.
Yeah, some folks from Rochester have made their way down to Louisiana to help. Noah Kaplan has an update for us this morning.
Please don't forget that this is still happening. Just because you don't see it in the news every day doesn't mean that the work is not still being done and that it's not still very important to remember all of these people.
Rebecca Snap is a Rochester resident and a Salvation Army volunteer. She's spending 2 weeks in Louisiana, helping small communities recover from the devastation caused by Ida.
People in these little towns that are 5,000 people and maybe 14 square miles, we don't hear about them.
Providing meals, clothing, and other basic needs to the residents there.
People still don't have power. They're coming to us every day, and that's the only hot meal they're going to get if they don't have another option.
And many of the people living there will continue to wait.
Some people are being told it'll take 5 days to get their power on from here. Some people are being told it's going to take another 30.
The American Red Cross of Southeast Minnesota is also aiding in recovery.
We have deployed over 100 volunteers from our region to assist in the Red Cross disaster relief operations.
And will be there for as long as they're needed.
Even though some of our volunteers will come home, they've done 2-3 weeks. It's time for them to come home and rest and get ready for their next assignment. Others will take their place.
Compared to storms of the past, both said Ida was one of the worst.
If this was not major destruction, I feel like I would hear that comment of, oh, well, Harvey was worse.
I've heard several volunteers say the levees held for Hurricane Ida, but the memories came flooding back.
Rebecca Snap with the Salvation Army says she returns to Rochester this coming Saturday.
Others will be waiting to take her place as their volunteer shifts are every 2 weeks.
Some pretty intense thunderstorms last evening. That was the cold front that was moving through the area. Of course, today it feels like a completely different season than it did at this point yesterday. And we have evidence of the intensity of some of those thunderstorms. Here's a picture from one of our viewers near Preston. And yeah, that's the shelf cloud, the underbelly, basically, the shelf cloud. Amanda Mueller-Specht sent us this picture last evening. A line of storms moving through. Of course, that's the leading edge of it. Shelf clouds are typically associated with straight line winds and pretty strong winds. And near Preston, just south of there, near Canton, a number of reports of some trees down. Here in Rochester, heavy rainfall and some pretty gusty winds. But now the situation looking a little quieter as a look to the east from Austin. Gray skies there, but here in Rochester, the skies have cleared off. We have moonlight. There's the harvest moon that's looking toward the west from Assisi Heights past the Bell Tower, and that's our Lewiston auto camera. Rainfall amounts we've seen so far here at the studio: 1 inch. Northeast Rochester, a little less than an inch. Wabasha, 0.8 of an inch. In Douglas, 1.25 inches. Official amount at the airport, 38/100ths of an inch yesterday. 53 the temperature right now at the studio here just outside the door at KTTC. The winds northwest 7 miles per hour. Kind of a breezy, cool morning. The winds have been subsiding though. 7 miles per hour, not nearly as strong as the winds we had about 2 or 3 hours ago when we still had this 20 and 25 mile per hour gusts. Temperatures mostly still in the 50s right now for the time being, likely dropping to the 40s in many locations as we await the arrival of that sunshine. It's 52 right now in Rochester, 50 in Albert Lea, and 50 degrees right now, the current official reading in Mason City. Again, at 10 mile per hour breeze, making it feel just a little bit cooler. 52 the actual temperature at the airport in Rochester. Air pressure rising. High pressure working its way in. We have a dry picture today. A few fair weather clouds will develop from time to time, but the lion's share of the clouds and the showers, of course, all that has now moved down to the east. That cold front, high pressure will come in, make for a quiet stretch of weather for the midsection of this week. 52 in Rochester, 48 Fargo, Minot, only 43. These are the kind of temperatures we're going to be having this time tomorrow morning, closer to home. So that cool air is still on its way from the northwest. So we have a chilly night ahead of us after a breezy, cool Tuesday afternoon. Will feature mid-60s for high temperatures. Cool sunshine dominates the rest of the week. The weekend looks actually halfway decent, maybe a shot at 70 by then. And that's the seasonal average. We're not going to be up to the average until toward the end of the 7-day forecast. A cool stretch of weather is ahead. But brisk winds today, some cool sunshine, 50 degrees for that morning commute, some sun. A few fair weather clouds develop, a brisk breeze out of the northwest, 15 to 20 miles per hour. 63 by 3 o'clock overall high temperature today, right around 64, which is about 6 or 7 degrees below the seasonal average. Kind of a brisk breeze today. Showers and thunderstorms from yesterday all moving out of the east. High pressure comes in from the west ahead of it. Brisk day today with those winds, but lighter winds tonight. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, even more sun tomorrow, and even lighter winds for a better day overall for Wednesday. Thursday behind high pressure, slight south breeze beginning to kick in.